Jefferson, Colorado. So here begins the adventure. I'm really excited. I think I'm going to take a hike around the lake or hike the lake a little bit before I check into my campground. You guys, I just saw a bald eagle. I may be able to capture it because it's flying over the lake. It's so pretty. I wonder if it'll get close enough that I can record it. I saw a bald eagle. So I made it. I did. I hiked all around Lake Jefferson. I think I lost the trail. And I think I was hiking on the rocks around the lake, which I probably should not have been doing. I think the loop is probably around 2 miles or so. That was a really good hike to start my camping trip. Now it's time to go to camp and set up camp. This is a great spot. You can see the aspens are turning. Hello, first day of fall. So of course I put a rug in my tent, and I'm so glad that I did because it is so much more comfortable that way. Into the vestibule. We've got the lantern ready to be turned on. And then we go into the tent where my pillow and my sleeping pad and my sleeping bag are all set up. And it's going to be nice and spacious for one person. I've got my fairy lights up there. We'll turn those on at night. You can see the fairy lights at night. But yeah, I've got a pretty comfortable setup in here. And then this is my view. Ain't shabby. Okay, again you can see the pretty leaves turning to welcome fall. So I thought this would be a much better view because we can see the lovely trees turning in the back. I'm excited. I'm super excited. My heart is racing. I finally have the entire campsite set up. A little bit of a difficulty setting up the tent, but I was able to figure it out and get the tent set up. I'm hungry. I'm very hungry, but I'm really excited to have dinner tonight by the campfire. It's not scary. It's quite peaceful. It's about 3:20 right now. So I'm going to crack open a beer. So I've been doing Sober September, but I'm breaking my Sober September, particularly for this trip, because you cannot be camping and sit by a campfire without beer. Bears are out here. I'm really not that scared of a bear. I'm having a really good time. Okay, bye. I spent the night outside by myself and I survived. It is the next day. It is September 23rd. Yeah, I have a little bit of a late start. I am going to make a fire. I'm going to make breakfast, and then I'm going to get on the trail. Today I plan to hike 6 miles to Kenosha Pass and then hike back. I will be hiking on a portion of the Colorado Trail. So I will be hiking a segment of the Colorado Trail. I have to say that I really enjoyed this experience. There was a little bit of boredom. Last night I did my hike, I set up camp, I read a little bit, and then I was like, okay, now we have to wait for dinner. If I were to do it again, a couple things I'd do differently. I would get 2 bundles of wood. That way, in the time between setting up my camp and waiting for dinner, I can build a fire, and that can be a little bit of entertainment. I may also get to the campsite a little bit later. That could save me a little bit of time. I started dinner at 7 o'clock, which I thought was a good idea because the sun was starting to go down, but what I realized was it got dark very quickly after that, and so if I were to do this again, I would probably start making dinner around 6:15 and then enjoy the fire as I'm having my dinner. But overall, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful experience. I highly recommend it. I will be doing this again. I don't know when, but I will be doing it again. It's actually not that cold right now, so that has been really, really great. It's windy. You can probably hear the wind, but it's not cold. So I am excited by this adventure. I'm so glad I did it. I can't wait to do it again. I hope that more single women go out there and camp by themselves. I hope more Black people go out there and camp by themselves. It's really just nice to be in nature and taking this all in. So thanks for coming with me on my adventure, and I will see you on the next adventure. I just met these really cool guys. They were biking. They biked all the way down and back. They told me I don't have to worry about bears, so that's pretty cool. So I am going to do the hike to Kenosha Pass. It should be about 6 miles in, 6 miles back. I am super excited, and we're about to see some wonderful aspens and a hawk. All right, let's do it. Okay, you gotta admit that this is quite spectacular. I'm about, almost 4 miles in, so probably about 2 miles or so to go, maybe a little bit longer. But this hike has been gorgeous going through the aspen groves. The colors are amazing. Like, what a wonderful way to spend the second day of autumn. Okay, I made it. 6 miles this way. Now I gotta go back 6 miles. But I'd have to say, so I'm at Kenosha Pass right now, and I have to say that I'm glad that I started from my campsite because the aspens are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous over there. The aspens here are fine, but they're gorgeous over there. This is the view, if you can see it. 6 miles in, 6 miles back. Woo! I did it! 12 miles down. Whew. I don't know how long it took me. My watch gave up long, long ago. I ended by singing "We Are the Champions" because I really do feel like a champion for conquering this itty-bitty section of one segment of the Colorado Trail. But I'm so glad I did it. I am so incredibly tired. I sang probably the last mile and a half because I was starting to get bored. But I did it. One in the books. I probably look insane right about now. I feel insane. I feel ecstatic. I feel hungry and thirsty, and I got 2 hours to get home. So, solo camping trip adventure during COVID-19 was a success.